Captain's log, star date, Stargate. Thursday, Thursday, day of Jupiter, Latin name Jupiter, Greek name Zeus, Norse Thor, where the Thur in Thor's Thursday comes from day, D-A-Y, of course, homophone, homo, same, phone, sound, same sound as day as in deity, D-E-I, D-E-I and D-A-Y. You'll notice there are 16 sections here on this circular fire pit. 4 times 4. My full name, Kyle Charles Grant, 16 letters. I was born at 12:16 a.m. on May 29th, 1976. May 29th is written now as 529, formerly 329, when the months began with March. Now it's 529. 5 plus 2 is 7 plus 9 is 16. And I played in District 16 Little and Senior Little League Baseball in Swamp Scott. So 16 letter name, 12:16 a.m., 529 is 16. JFK's birthday also 529. He was born in 1917. So I was born 16 minutes into that day with a father whose birthday is November 22nd, the day of JFK's assassination. Assassinated is 131, English ordinal gematria. Crucifixion is 131, John F. Kennedy is 131, humiliation is 131, repetition is 131, explanation is 131, grand architect is 131. And my name, Kyle Grant, without the Charles, is 113. Same as Election Day, which was in 2020, 11/3, November 3rd. 11 times 3, 33. Age of crucifixion, number of vertebrae in the spinal cord when you count the 4 fused vertebrae at the sacred sacrum, the root chakra of Ra. I could keep going with all that, but this is Geoengineering Watch 4. And there's plenty to watch today here. All geoengineered streak clouds, artificial cloud streaks, aerosol dispersions, playing God with the weather. The elite owners. Why do you think elite begins with L? Because L is the Canaanite Phoenician phonetic for God, as in where Hebrew gets Elohim, the gods. And why the English article el, the, in Spanish, el, theo, God. The O, God's Son, light of the world, wearing a mask. This is called solar radiation management. When you use the term chemtrails, you're using the term of the system prefers you to use so that they can immediately call you a conspiracy theorist, put you on the margins, and shut down your legitimate complaint and concern with what's going on here. The grotesque specter of this, what they're doing. They're setting things up for a potential rain event later on. As I heard on the television at the diner, I don't have a television, but I hear they always have the 24-hour Spectrum news on. Full Spectrum, it's called Spectrum. Big network out in this area. Again, I'm at Capon Hill Reservation in Charlton, Massachusetts, Central Mass. And it's called Spectrum, as in full spectrum dominance. The spectrum corporation that does all of the internet and cable for this. It's the big one for this region, I guess. There are now UVC now reaches the Earth. That's the right before the X-rays. There are many levels of the agenda that are at play here with this geoengineering, just like with the vaccination. Vaccination, by the way, when you do the gematria of that word, is 115, which is the same as illusion. 115, New York City 115. This is English ordinal, ABC 123, 115. And Morpheus is 115, and so is Trinity. The Trinity. And in the Matrix, which before now was a trilogy, three installments. The Matrix, then Matrix not rebooted. The last one is, before this one, the coming up is Resurrections, and then there was Revolutions, the last one, and then the second one, which is eluding me right now, not rebooted, but Matrix Reloaded. The Matrix equals 118, English ordinal, same as Hill Valley from Back to the Future equals 118, same as Twin Peaks. And in Back to the Future you have the Twin Pines. Twin Peaks is 118. Laura Palmer is 118, and of course Twin Peaks is about Laura Palmer's murder. Murdered is 88. Red Room, where Laura ventures in the afterworld, or whatever, however you want to call that. The Red Room, which is a lot like Red Rum, and Murdered ends in red. Red Room is 88. Same as Murdered is 88. 11 times 118, 11 times 8, 88. The Matrix, as I said, is 118. Twin Peaks is 118. Hill Valley is 118. Laura Palmer is 118. Yellow Card is 118. Sadie Dunhill is 118. Dallas, Texas is 118. Dealey Plaza is 108. Big Dharma number. 1 plus 0 plus 8, 9. Or 1, 8, 18. 6 plus 6 plus 6, 1, 8. 9. The sacred, secret, feminine. The sacred is the secret. Sacred. Code red. 50. Code red is 54, same as JFK code 54. JFK 27. Code 27. Red 27. 2 plus 7, 9. As in the 27 club. English is Anglish or Angelish. Angel and angle, same letters rearranged, or anagrams, and they equal 39, same as 10 equals 39, same as meta, new name of fake book. And meet, anagrams, meet, meta, mate, tame, team, mate, mating. And May, M-A-Y, equals 39. And my full birth date, 5/29/1976, adds to 39. 39, 3 plus 9, 12. 39, 12, 1, 2, 3, or the tree. The pair of trees, or the pair of poles, or Jachin and Boaz in the Masonic Temple, the checkerboard floor of duality, of the sun and the moon. Ra and Isis, or rises, or Reyes, R-I's as in Hugo Reyes. The yellow card man? The yellow card man equals 146. Excuse me, is it yellow card man? I think it's the yellow card man. 146 and 56. Let's Go Brandon is 146, 56. Go to gematrinator.com. That's my favorite site for doing gematria calculations. They have a great calculator on there that I've been using extensively on my Kyle Grant 76 WordPress site, decoding my false reality. Zachary Hubbard is the one who started that site, and he is on YouTube at Gematria Effect now 23. Gematria Effect 23. Go to that. It's all about the Jesuits, the Society of Jesus, of the Illuminati. Adam Weishaupt, the founder of the Bavarian Illuminati in 1776, was a Jesuit. Trump equaling 88 went to Fordham, Jesuit. Biden, a Jesuit. These are masks. These politicians carrying out the rituals or the rich jewels. And the crown jewel is geoengineering. Their crown jewel for managing this collapse of the biosphere and this implosion of Earth's atmosphere and the whole web of life. And they're biding their time by creating these fake clouds to artificially cool the ground level, to pacify the public about what's really going on. It's a lot worse than global warming and climate change. And as Dane Wigington says on his Geoengineering Watch weekly broadcast, everyone will know soon how close we are to the edge. We're heading into it. We're heading into the vortex of complete and utter breakdown of all the earth. That's why now you hear bozos saying that only a few not many people will be able to remain on the earth. That's why all this headlong rush to the new space race. Because those at the top know what's the score. They have all of the frontline data. They know this. The jig is up, and that Earth is really dying, as the David Bowie song 5 Years says. Earth was really dying. We had 5 years left of crying. 5 years. Do we even have that at this point? I know it's awful to hear and awful to say, especially those with little children. I have 2 nieces. I don't want to believe that there's no future. But that's what all of the data says, and that's what I've been dealing with now for years, knowing this in a society of denial, where if you even bring any of it up socially, you're a pariah. It's unseasonably warm here today. I don't really need to be having the hat on because although the temperature, I'm feeling it keeps on fluctuating as the artificial clouds keep masking the sun. They put a mask on the sun or shield, and that drops the temperature and blocks solar radiation management. Artificial cool down. Artificial intelligence. Synthetics. The transhuman agenda. Trans is the word forming element, meaning to go across, like transit, transportation, transformation. And of course, the big hot button one now, transgender. Look how the rise of the transgender movement goes hand in hand with the creeping fascistic tiptoe of transhumanism, meaning going beyond the human, going beyond humanity, the human 2.0, the homo machinist, the machine man, the man who's a cyborg. And this device that I'm using to make this video, and all of the ubiquitous ownership of these devices, of course, is part of the process of assimilating. We already are cyborgs. How many people are bionic with, parts in their biology that are like, hips replaced and all this transplants, organ transplants. What the elites want is a huge reduction in who knows where they're at right now, because as Dane Wigington says, the biosphere collapse has beat them to the intersection. That's why they've pulled this drastic COVID-19 63, 1984 Hell on Earth. Hell on Earth is 118 also, by the way. That's why they've pulled Hill Valley, Hell on Earth. That's why they've pulled this 11th hour 19 operation. We were being told it was coming years before with all the so-called predictive programming, which personally I believe a lot of it is evidence of time, knowledge of time, both time travel and general knowledge of time travel and future events that exists in high places, like in Hollywood productions and this sort of thing. Hollywood, the wood of the holly, which the druid, magician, wizard, priest would use to fashion his magic wand to cast spells on people. Word spells, magic tricks, and treats. Real magic is spelling, it's words. Because words are the power of the mind, thought. Thoughts are things. Resonance, vibration. The ring of truth, the sound. Call 911. Why do you think they chose that originally as the emergency number? 911, 9 plus 1 is 10 plus 1 is 11. L even, the pair of L's, the poles, again, in the Freemasonic temple, this ancient symbolic system of the sun and the moon. The two L's, the parallel to the pair of L's. Par al El, Ra-El, Israel, Jacob, Jack, in the green, Jack-o'-lantern. We are in the Jack-o'-lantern and Jack Frost, coming into the Jack Frost time. Jack is the anthropomorphic image, personification of nature, and man as nature, nature as man as God. The end goal of transhumanism, the insane objective, is merging man and machine, artificial intelligence, hooking man up to artificial intelligence of metaverse, virtual reality all the time, full lockdown. And as they say, that'll create God. That's their belief, or so they say, their stated belief, which is obviously in complete contradiction to the all ancient human wisdom, which sees God as present, omnipresent, omniscient. Omni means all. Omnipresent, meaning present everywhere. Book of John, God is light. Of the lights, of the Illuminati, the illuminated in the light of truth. Doesn't mean they're good guys just because they're in the light and dark. It means they have the knowledge and the power. Knowledge is power. The ability to know the edge of the ledge so you don't fall off as the fool does in the tarot deck. The zero hero card. Zero and hero with matched, synced up gematria. Z number 26, 2 plus 6 is 8. H number 8. H8. Look how the sounds of the numbers that the letters are on in their alphabetical order are synced up with the number position they're at. Like C, 3, which is the tree. And T is 20, twin T. The two T's, the Twin Towers, the Twin Pines Mall, which becomes the Lone Pine Mall, just like the Twin Towers WTC, World Trade Center, WTC, WTF, became the Lone Tower, the Freedom Tower, replacing the 201, 1 out of 2. E pluribus unum, out of many one. Neo, the one, the Trinity, the THE equaling 33, English ordinal gematria. You go on and on and on. Transhumanists are materialists, or the whole philosophy, belief system of transhumanism, the religion, actually the cult, at the highest places of the military-industrial complex that wants full spectrum dominance, control of everything. They're really satanic because they sat in Satan's knowledge, by the way, in Vedic, Sat Chit Ananda. Truth, knowledge of truth. Truth, they use the truth as a weapon. They know the truth, that God is omnipresent, that God is the kingdom of heavens within, but they don't enter that kingdom, that temple themselves. The temples